The market has ultimately stabilized. The price of Shiba Inu successfully maintained its increase. Individuals are commemorating. Analysts are dropping their calls. BlackRock is acquiring several assets. However, a significant event will transpire within 24 hours. Donald Trump and the United States administration may positively influence Shiba Inu. This may possibly provide a gain of 1,000 times shortly. Is this the aspiration that everyone are anticipating? Or is this another matter? Allow me to explain. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more Shib news, be sure to click the like button. Today is, in fact, a really favorable day for Shiba. The price seems to have achieved a degree of stability, which is significant. Indeed, it is neither experiencing significant growth nor exhibiting any drastic fluctuations. However, the significant aspect is its resilience after yesterday's surge. This alone provides investors with some respite. These last several days have been tumultuous. At one point, it seemed like circumstances were improving. Subsequently, we saw more pronounced declines that unsettled individuals. The volatility was extreme and uncertainty was pervasive. Some individuals were in a state of fear, others exhibited confusion, while many were attempting to ascertain the next developments. However, the ambience now seems distinct. More tranquil, as if the tempest had subsided, for the time being. Rather of enduring the perpetual anxiety of an abrupt decline, investors may now pause and reevaluate their strategy. It is no longer only about observing the figures. It pertains to determining the subsequent action without succumbing to haste or the influence of volatile market fluctuations. The change in energy is substantial. It signifies that individuals are restoring their confidence. It signifies a reduction in anxiety and an increase in concentration on future objectives. Certainly, unforeseen events may yet occur. Ultimately, it pertains to cryptocurrency. For the meantime, it is pleasant to just acknowledge a period of steadiness. This respite, after days of uncertainty, is just what Shiba holders needed. However, this is the exhilarating aspect. It seems they have finally returned. Shiba Inu is seeing significant engagement from major investors. A significant increase exceeding sevenfold has occurred in net flows of major holders. This has generated much discussion. What is the reason? This kind of increase often indicates that large investors are re-engaging in the market. When large investors begin to augment their holdings, it often indicates accumulation, suggesting a resurgence of confidence. Blockchain data indicates a significant change during the last 24 hours. The net flows of Shiba Inu's major holders surged from a significant negative territory to reach the trillions. That represents a significant reversal. Simultaneously, the influx of substantial holders, namely the quantity of Shiba Inu acquired by significant investors, has surged dramatically. We are discussing billions in influx, a substantial increase from the previous day. Moreover, the aggregate amount of these substantial deals is increasing, approaching $40 million. Is all of this combined? It suggests that whales may be re-emerging, discreetly accumulating Shiba Inu, while prices remain stable. That represents a significant change in mood. Recently, uncertainty dominated the market. However, this recent trend indicates a resurgence of optimism. The pertinent question is, what transpires subsequently? Will this culminate in a significant breakout, or are whales only assessing the waters? Traders are fixated on their displays, monitoring resistance levels in an attempt to anticipate the subsequent movement. Should this accumulating tendency persist, Shiba Inu may be poised for a significant development. Currently, it is evident that the whales are becoming active, and this alone is sufficient to disrupt the status quo. However, you may still be questioning what is really occurring. What factors are influencing the current movement of Shiba Inu today? To comprehend it fully, we must adopt a broader perspective. This necessitates an examination of Bitcoin. There it is. Bitcoin has maintained stability, remaining around the significant 84,000 threshold. It is not only a coincidental number. This level of stability in Bitcoin is significant since it influences the overall market's dynamics. When Bitcoin remains robust, it fosters a pervasive feeling of confidence. This trust is extending to Shiba Inu. Contemplate the preceding days. All variables were uncertain, prices fluctuated dramatically, and investors were apprehensive. Now that Bitcoin has stabilized, it is providing the remainder of the market with some respite. That is precisely what we are seeing with Shiba Inu. Rather of experiencing abrupt declines and erratic fluctuations, it is maintaining stability. Moreover, the whales are exhibiting activity once again, suggesting they may anticipate forthcoming developments. Everything is interconnected. The stability of Bitcoin is facilitating market stabilization. Consequently, Shiba Inu is establishing its equilibrium. However, the pertinent question is, how long will this endure? Is this only the tranquility before another significant shift? It is certain that with whales re-entering the market and Bitcoin maintaining its stability, the situation is becoming intriguing. However, this is the exhilarating aspect. A significant event is imminent within the next 24 hours. Tomorrow, the White House will be the focal point of attention. U.S. President Donald Trump, possessing extensive affiliations with the cryptocurrency sector, is poised to convene prominent figures in the business for a high-stakes meeting. This is not only an ordinary gathering. The event occurs at a period of significant momentum for cryptocurrency, with attendees who are influential in defining its future. Trump has had support from the cryptocurrency sector for an extended period. Throughout his campaign, supporters invested millions to secure his election, particularly after the Biden administration's stringent position on digital currencies. What now? That assistance is yielding significant benefits. Trump is not only about cryptocurrency. He is actively engaged. He has introduced his own meme currency, collaborated with a prominent exchange company, and appointed Silicon Valley luminary David Sachs to oversee crypto policy. This summit is anticipated to provide the groundwork for regulations that may significantly enhance the overall sector. Thus, Shiba Inu is introduced. Given the potential for more explicit laws and a more favorable climate for cryptocurrency, investors are already conjecturing about the implications for Shiba Inu's valuation. Some believe that it may double. Some say it may increase fivefold. Subsequently, there exist the most audacious forecasts. The assertion that Shiba Inu might experience exponential growth, increasing 1,000-fold. It seems absurd, does it not? However, with cryptocurrency, unforeseen events occur consistently. The atmosphere around this is charged with energy. Whales are exhibiting movement. The market is stabilizing. With a potentially transformative event imminent, speculation is rampant. Will this serve as the catalyst for Shiba Inu's ascension? One certainty exists. All are observing. And circumstances are poised to become very intriguing. What about the excitement? Indeed, that is authentic. A prominent Twitter analyst has recently revealed significant information. BlackRock is taking action. Their Bitcoin ETF discreetly acquired hundreds of Bitcoin, valued at roughly $40 million. That is not only a trivial endeavor. Substantial capital is being invested. When BlackRock acts, the whole market takes notice. However, here is the crucial point. The Trump administration is also becoming involved. And further analysts said that World Liberty Financial, closely associated with Trump's cryptocurrency policy, acquired a substantial quantity of cryptocurrency today. They allocated tens of millions to Bitcoin and Ethereum. They accomplished it swiftly. The funds were sent, the assets were acquired, and subsequently, everything was redirected into their primary wallet. Such a kind of assertive purchasing. It is not arbitrary. It indicates that a significant event is imminent. This is when the situation becomes very tumultuous for Shiba Inu. As Trump's significant pronouncement approaches, the whole cryptocurrency sector is preparing for repercussions. What about the speculation? It is already operating erratically. Some individuals are sure that Shiba Inu will play a role in Trump's next plans. Should that occur, it might prove to be a transformative development. We are discussing a maneuver that might cause the price to surge dramatically overnight. Individuals are already making outrageous forecasts. Some assert that Shiba Inu may appreciate double. Some are advocating for a five-fold increase. However, there are the really audacious adherents. This might be the time when Shiba Inu experiences exponential growth, perhaps creating overnight billionaires within just 24 hours. Remarkable, is it not? However, with whales accumulating assets, Trump partnering with cryptocurrency, and BlackRock executing strategic maneuvers, all possibilities remain open. Prepare yourself. If these ideas prove accurate, we may be seeing a historical moment. The future of Shiba Inu is very promising. Heed the insights of Lucy, the chief marketer for Shiba Inu. In her most recent tweet, she clarified one point: Shiba Inu is not only another token. It is distinct. She emphasized that, like to Bitcoin, Shiba Inu is entirely decentralized. No individual entity governs it. No major corporation orchestrating the operations. What about that? That is formidable. Anyone may develop projects centered around Shiba Inu. The potential is limitless, including the implementation of burn mechanisms, the establishment of staking choices, the initiation of liquidity pools, and the creation of novel utilities. The Shiba Inu team comprises a small group advancing the environment, yet, in actuality, there are no constraints. Any individual, regardless of location, may donate. The degree of autonomy and decentralization is precisely what distinguishes Shiba Inu. This is significant for Shiba Inu's value. An increase in builders correlates with heightened adoption. Increased adoption leads to heightened demand. When demand escalates, prices increase accordingly. This is the rationale behind predictions of Shiba Inu's potential for substantial expansion. Some advocate for a gradual ascent, while others assert that we are on the brink of a historic event. With the resurgence of whales, Trump's significant actions in cryptocurrency, and Shiba Inu demonstrating its enduring potential, circumstances are aligning favorably. Should the momentum continue to escalate, we may see one of the most significant surges in Shiba Inu's history. All attention is focused on the forthcoming developments. If the projections are at all accurate, the situation is poised to become very intriguing. What is your perspective on this matter? Please leave a comment below. The day is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.